Yeah, this liquor got me feeling pretty, I can't even front. Connected to a higher power, I don't need a blunt. I got options, baby, trust me, I don't mean to stunt. I send a nude to a hoe that I don't even want. Ain't feeling you, but I can feel the liquor kicking in.
So, today I feel like I'm feeling a little spicy, okay? I feel a little problematic. I feel a little bold. So, I'm gonna be doing a story time, okay? So, okay, I know what you want me to do. I'm gonna be doing a story time on how I was the side chick. Now, I know what you're thinking. Trust me, I know what you're thinking. But just hear me out. Just hear me out. It's not what you think. I mean, maybe it is. Before we get started, I just have a quick disclaimer for all the parties that may be involved in the story. 1, I'm not going to be saying your real name. 2, nobody except for people closest to me know who and what this story is about. 3, just don't get in your feelings. I don't want no smoke. I mean, if you want it, then we can have it, but I don't want no smoke, no nothing. I'm just trying to film a video. It's for entertainment. I'm getting a coin. I'm getting to the bag, to the money, to the dinero. You feel me? So don't come trying to hit me up on none of that other shit. Don't use that as an excuse to try to talk to me, because we're two different, like, we will never cross paths again. Trust me. Let me see how I'm gonna start. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a little background information. This was around, I don't feel like I'm gonna be too specific with the time periods, or maybe I will, I don't know. This was around 2016, like the end of 2016, beginning of 2017 that all this was taking place, I'll say. So I'm single. In 2016, I'm single, so I'm scrolling on Facebook, right? And I have a friend that I used to go to school with. Her name isn't really important in this, but I have a friend I used to go to school with. She posted a picture with her brother, okay? And I was like, and what I see? Everything designer, that's on me. Okay, let me stop. But I was like, in what I seen at that time period, he was just my type at that time period. This is a new time period. This is a new CHYNA, okay? So I do my little investigations or whatever, and I find his page, okay? And you know how we do, ladies. All we gotta do is send that request on Pooh. All we gotta do is send that request, and the niggas flock. So I sent the friend request or whatever. I give it maybe a day or so, it's accepted. And when it's accepted, I get a message, as I knew I would. That's why I sent the request. But I got a message from him, and it's the typical, whenever a guy messages me, all they say is, oh, I've never seen you around here before, because I'm not in the mix, I'm not in the streets, I'm not a track queen, I'm not none of that. So, okay, the delivery guy just came. Where was I? Oh, I'm trying not to cuss in this video, because, baby, I need all my coin on Pooh. So, oh, the typical, oh, I ain't never seen you around here before, you stay around here. So, actually, let me give him a name. I'm going to name him Mans, because I say Mans anyway. Like, Mans was just, so I'm going to just say Mans for him. So, Mans was like, oh, how old are you, blah, blah, blah. At this time, I was like 19, so I say 19, whatever. Boom, that's that simple conversation right there. It stopped there. We stopped talking for like a month or so. So say that was in December. In January, he messages me again on Facebook Messenger, and he just dropped a little, the little emoji that's a phone, and then the arrows pointing to it and some eyes. So I dropped the number, whatever. So then from there, okay, we're going to get into the first red flag, okay? We're going to get into the first red mother freaking flag. So we're texting. Now the questions are a little bit more intense. They're a little bit more in depth, if you will. So, the question always comes up. He asked me first, he says, do you have any kids? And back then, 19-year-old me, I was like, I bet I don't. No, I don't have no kids. So, you know, you reciprocate the question. It was almost a rhetorical question for me because I didn't see no kids on this page, no nothing. So I asked just out of curiosity, but curiosity killed the motherfucking cat. But just out of curiosity, I asked, I said, do you have kids? Here it go, y'all. Here it go. He said he had one on the way. These are my confessions. But no, he told me he had a baby on the way. That is when I should have ran. I should have been done. Over, finito, finished, done is what it should have been. But I'm like, okay, let me investigate further. So I said, okay, but when is she due? And he's like, next month. And I was like, fuck. But you know how it goes. He's like, oh, but you know, I don't mess with her, like we're just co-parenting, that's all it is, da 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 da. And simple, young-minded me, who's never been in a situation like that ever, never had a guy that had a kid. Well, I'm lying. Right before him, I talked to a guy who had a kid, but him and his baby mom really hated each other, like legit. And we weren't together, so I didn't give a fuck what he had going on. But anyway, so he says next month, he says all that, and I'm like, okay, well, whatever, I could deal with it. I tell my friends and everybody around me, is like, CHYNA, that's a bad idea, because when he has that baby, that connection is something different. Like when they have that baby, they're going to be connected and spending time. It's going to be an emotional thing, da da da. But I'm like, but he said he's not fucking with her though. So like, if he said he's not fucking with her, he's just not fucking with her. Stupid. So time goes on, right? Here comes the second red flag. Time goes on. Not much time goes on after that, but we're on our first date. He took me out to a spot, whatever. I'm trying to be cute. I didn't even finish my food. That's how cute I was trying to be. So we're on our date, whatever, chopping it up, chilling, kicking it. First of all, he picks me up in this van. I said, okay. I thought that it was a little odd for a man's car, but I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's his mom's or whatever. But I asked him, he said it's his. I said, oh, weird flex, but okay. So yeah, it's like a van, like sliding doors and shit, whatever. So we're out to eat. In the middle of eating, he gets a text message, and I seen his whole demeanor change. The whole demeanor changed. I said, what's wrong? And he's like, damn, my baby mom just texted me. She says she thinks that she's going into labor, like she's having contractions. I gotta go. And I'm like, low-key in here, I'm like, what did I get myself into? Like, what are we doing right now? Because I'm sitting there thinking, like, this can't be my life. Whenever you need to go, you can't spend time with me, because like I get it, but I can't do it. But then I'm like, but look at him, because like I said, during that time, that was my type. And I'm like, so he said he has to go, so we get in the car, whatever. He drops me home or whatever. And so I text him like later that day, like, so how did everything turn out? Like, did you have a baby? Did what? He's like, oh, no, not yet. No, not yet. She said it was just Braxton Hicks or something like that. Now in my mind, I'm thinking she probably knew he was out on a date or something like that and just was trying to, you know what I mean, be petty or whatever. But I don't know. Valentine's Day, I just remember Valentine's Day being right around the corner. It was right there. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, I know I got me a Valentine. I know I do. But there's another problem, which is red flag number 3. At this point, I'm just getting smacked in the damn face with red flags. Like in the back of the head, God is just throwing red flags at me and it's busting me in the back of my head. Like, so Valentine's Day is approaching and I'm not getting no text messages. I'm not getting no calls, no FaceTimes, nothing, right? And it's so funny because around that time, me and my brother had did a video. I think that it's on his channel. We did a video saying how to know if you're a side chick. And one of the things, I was going hard in that video because I was feeling it. I felt it. I was going hard saying if it's Valentine's Day and he's saying, oh, I gotta be with my family, he's not hitting you up, he's not doing this, you are the side chick, da da da. So clearly I knew. So why the fuck? Anyway, So a Valentine's Day, it comes and goes. I don't get no message, I don't get nothing. Shortly after Valentine's Day, he hits me up. It's like, oh, sorry, yeah, I was with my family. She ended up having a baby like a day or so before Valentine's Day. You know, I want to be a baby. And in my head, I understood it. Because, you know, you just had a baby. You do want to be with your baby, hopefully. Or you're a deadbeat. So I understood. So I accepted it and we started talking again. And this makes me mad because I had to learn back then that even though you could forgive somebody for something, or you can accept it, or you can understand why they did what they did, that don't mean that you have to just jump right back into stuff with that person. Like, you could just be understanding from a distance. Like, yeah, I feel you, but this isn't for me. But I didn't do that. I said, I understand it, so I'm gonna keep talking to him. The fuck. So we're gonna fast forward. This is the second time I seen him, and I did something that I shouldn't did. We seen each other, met up, whoop whoop, and we ended up doing the do. Okay, we did the do. Yeah, so we did that. So, you know, now I'm like, bitch, we're locked in. Like, your house is dirty and I still slept with you, so like, we're locked in now. And I just remember all the time, like, he would be heated and then I would be like, oh, what's wrong? And he'd be like, I was arguing with my baby mom again, like da 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 da. Then he would send me these screenshots, right? This is red flag number 4, by the way. 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know what number we're on, but he would send me the screenshots of them arguing, right? And it would never be about the baby. The arguments would never ever ever be about the baby. It'd just be like, oh yeah, you cheated or you hit me. That's red flag number 5. She was saying that he was abusive and was, but I'll get into that. But it will always be about some other stuff, right? And then also in these screenshots, when I be reading them, it'd be mad broken up. Like, it wouldn't be well put together. Like, you can tell that he was deleting stuff that he was saying out of those messages, and it'd just be like half-ass messages. Like the one message was like, oh, I love you too, but da 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 da. But see, he cut out what he said before that, because the one before that was like, oh, fuck you, I don't fuck with you. And then she was like, love you too. Like, it'd be stuff like that where I'm like, okay, but like, where's the rest of the messages at though? And he would be like, what do you mean? These are all the messages, da-da-da, she's crazy. I'm telling you, da-da-da, she's crazy. So eventually in my head, it's like I knew he was lying, but then I also was thinking, like, no, she's really crazy because of other stuff that she ended up doing, right? So they would just always be arguing. I used to get so mad. They was arguing so bad to the point where he told me that she ended up blocking him or whatever. And I was like, okay, good. And then he gonna post a picture, and the picture caption was something like, I can't remember it verbatim, but the picture caption was something like, oh, they don't know what they have till it's gone, da 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 da. And I spazzed on him. I was like, are you effing serious, da da da? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, you want to be with her so bad. Like, why do you care if she blocked you? Why are you writing? Yo, I went off. I can't remember everything I said, but just know I really went off because I was like, are you serious? Oh, he would also, one thing he would always do, which was shady, is he would send me messages of her talking about me. It'd be stuff, but again, I feel like he was cutting, so he was cutting out stuff that he was saying about me. He would be bragging on me to her, which was making her feel away, understandably. He'd be like, oh, she has this job, she makes this much an hour, she looks like this, da da da. He would just be bragging on me, and I see that now. But he would cut out that, right? And it'd only be the part like, I don't give a F what she got, I'll fight anybody, da da da. But I feel like he was saying like, oh, she could fight, like, she's not scared. Like, he was just gassing me to her, which was making her mad at me, if that makes sense. And that's real hoe tendency, like when a man goes back between two females telling them what each other said and all that, like, why do you want drama? But then when I would be like, oh, well, does she want to fight, da da da, he would get mad at me. The one time I remember, he's like, yeah, that's my baby mom, no talk about, I love her chocolate ass. And I was like, her chocolate cute ass, da da da. And I said, oh, you love her, go build her. That was another time, one of the many times we broke up and got back together, whatever. It was this other time I remember sitting in his house, right? And his phone went off. I looked over at the phone and it said, hey, are you still coming over tonight? At this point, y'all, I figured something was going on, so I wasn't even mad. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh yeah, you supposed to be going over there tonight, huh? Because, and little did he know, which he ended up dead seeing it later that day. In my phone, this guy that I was also talking to sent me a Snapchat, and it was like a Snapchat of like his body and stuff, or he was like in the shower or something like that. And he was like, oh, for real. But I felt good about it because that was after I seen that message with him and his baby mom. So let me tell you something about me. When I feel like I'm being done right, I am as faithful as a horse.
What?
Why a horse? I don't know, but that's just how faithful I am. But when I feel like something ain't right and I feel any type of being off in here, anything being off in here, I'm not as committed, you know? But in this instance, I just didn't feel it in here, so something in me didn't let me get as attached, as connected, and so I wasn't as committed. So I was talking to other people, right? And telling people when they see me with him that he's my cousin and shit. And I was, one of the people I was talking to also happened to be his cousin. No, listen. I was talking to his cousin first, but me and his cousin was just cool. I never did know with his cousin. I never talked to him like that. We never went out on a date, nothing. He's just funny as shit. So yeah, whatever. This is a whole another story. But anyway, yeah, it's a message talking about some, are you still coming overnight? I'm like, oh, it's already 10, 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets. Let me stop with these songs, but I'm like, yeah, it's already 10, 11 o'clock p.m. So if you're going over there tonight, that means you're going over there to stay the night. And he ends up telling me, yeah, sometimes I do stay the night, but that's because my son, his sleep is messed up, so he be up at night and sleep during the day, so I go and I stay the night at night. I said, oh, you got to be a motherfucking kidding me. You must think I'm a motherfucking fool, bitch. So of course that was another argument or whatever. This day actually led to a time that he put his hands on me. We got into an actual physical altercation. He will always be with his one friend. I'm not gonna give his friend a name either. I'm actually cool with his friend. Like his friend, I don't got no beef with his friend at all, but he was cool and funny. And his friend was there and we got into like a little physical ting, whatever. Again, still stayed. Why'd I stay? Because I was a dumbass bitch and I knew I was doing me anyway, but still, like, I took it upon myself, okay, and I went to the baby mom's Instagram because I seen it one day in his phone, or he told me. He was so messy, he probably told me what her Instagram was. So I went there and there's no lurking over here in secret, baby. So I just hit the follow button. I followed her, so you know what I'm here to do. I'm here to lurk. And on her page would be all types of relationship memes, like, oh, this is me and my family, or I want a guy to treat me like this. And he'd be liking and commenting and stuff under it. So I said, okay. Or he would be under her post arguing and stuff about what she's posting, like, y'all. But here's when things get a little spooky, right? He posts me on his Snapchat, right? The baby mom's sister is on my Snapchat, right? And I know she's on my Snapchat because she will be posting her stuff on the Snapchat. And so I post him on my Snapchat, and like an hour or so later, I get a notification that my snap has been screenshotted. So I look, and I already knew who it was.
Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna do this. Oh.
I look, and it's the baby mom's sister who screenshotted my stuff. So I message her, I say, why are you screenshotting my shit? Because I said it like that because at this point I knew what it was already. I said, why are you screenshotting my shit? And she's like, cuz, is that supposed to be your boyfriend? Well, laughing emojis. And right there, y'all, I knew I knew, bro. Me and my mom talk about everything. Keep that in mind, by the way. So I told my mom what happened, and her and my friend, everybody was like, no, just block her. Don't even say nothing back, because, or did I say something back? I can't remember if I sent something back anyway and was like, is he supposed to be your sister's? Or if I just deleted her, because I had it typed up like, is that supposed to be your sister's, man? With laughing emojis. But I can't remember if I hit the send or if I just blocked her. Because at the end of the day, I don't one thing about Big Chai, I don't do that, like the back and forth the internet. So I don't know if I just blocked her or if I actually did send it and then blocked her. I can't recall, but that happened, and I went to him. He's like, oh, I don't know what she's talking about. She's just mad. They're mad. What are they talking about? She know I ain't been with her sister. She just wants me back so bad. She's obsessed. She's crazy, whatever. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I already knew. And then he claims he cut her off. He claims he stopped talking to her. And so since I was looking at her Instagram page, I already knew with the background of her house, with the pictures and stuff she'd be taking, I knew what it looked like already. So he posts a selfie and it's the same background. It's the same background as her house. It's the same background. So not only that, I keep scrolling. I went back to her page, right? And I see her eating some dry ass lasagna, okay? And when I went back to his page, on his story on Snapchat or something, he was eating dry ass lasagna, and it was the same stove, the same everything, and that was all I needed. I'm calling. He's not picking up the phone. So I'm calling, I'm texting him like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Da da da, what are you doing? Blowing up his phone. And finally he answers and he's like, yo, why are you tripping? And I said, where are you? Where are you right now? And he's like, I'm at my baby mom's house. I'm smoking with her mom. Oh yeah? You're smoking with her mom. She's not even down here. She ain't even down here. You tripping, you being dumb. She ain't even down here. She don't even smoke. So you're smoking with her mom. You expect me to believe that you're just chilling in her house. You're just chilling in her house and she's not around. Click. I hung up the phone. Don't ever play with me. That was the last straw for me, because he was saying other stuff I can't recall, but whatever it was, it made me look and sound dumb in front of her family, and I don't like that. I don't do that. We don't play like that. You're not going to play me in front of another bitch. You're just not going to. And he was saying stuff like, oh, I don't care, da da da, acting like he don't care in front of her family. And for me, that's all I need. When you say something reckless to me, that sticks in my mind. So when you come back, because they always come back, when you come back, I'm going to throw back in your face what you said, and you're going to know why I'm not fucking with you no more. So at this point, we're done. I'm not talking to him no more. And of course, he's trying to hit me up still. Oh, and I feed into stuff. See, one thing about me, I be feeding into stuff. When I know I don't want somebody no more, I can talk to you all day and night, and my mind's not changing. So he's calling, oh, do you want me to tell you I love you? Well, I love you. I know I never said it, but I love you. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All this and all this stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, well, you should have thought about that. Da da da. So it's one day that comes around and my mom messages me. She said, ain't that man's baby mom? And I looked, I said, that sure enough is her. Why? She's like, tell me why she just sent me a friend request.
Are you lost, baby girl?
Bitch. I said, she what? She said she sent me a friend request, but I deleted it and I blocked her. I said, no, why wouldn't you accept it? I said, why wouldn't you accept it? And I'm like, you know what? It's a good thing you did block her, because if she would have said something off the wall to you, it would have been a wrap. I would have pulled up to where she was working at. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna block it out. I would have did that for a fact if she would have got smart with my mom. But I'm like, what was your motive? Did you just want to get accepted to see what more you could see of me on her page? Did you want to get accepted so that you could be like, oh yeah, your daughter's a whore? Did you want to get accepted to try to cuss my mom out? Like, what did you want to do? See, that's where people get it fucked up. They don't think that me and my mom are as close as we are, so they think like, oh, she ain't gonna know who I am. It's just a regular friend request. But no, baby, soon she sent it to me quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I'm mad. I messaged him going off. I'm like, y'all bitches is weird. Y'all are weird. Because then I forgot to mention, rewind back, it was like a day or so before she sent my mom a friend request. I guess she's going through my stuff and happened to like an old ass post. She liked something on her page. I'm like, y'all are so weird. You can't even creep right. And then you're taking it as far as to send my mom a friend request? Like, are you serious? Yo, so it's one of the days he's still trying to get me back or whatever. We ended up getting into a bad argument. He's begging to get me back and it's not going his way, so he's getting angry, as they all do. But so at this point, a few weeks go by, right? And this confirms everything I thought the whole relationship. A few weeks go by, he messaged me again. He messages me on Instagram. Like, oh, I miss you, how you been? No, he started off with just how you been. I'm like, oh, I've been good. I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine or whatever. And he's messaging me, oh, I miss you so much. I love you. I'll never find nobody like you. Da da da. He's messaging me all this. And I said, oh, okay. And then out of nowhere, a message comes in and it says, ho. I said, man, so what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, ho? Like, and then a message comes in like, you always trying to message me or something like that. And I'm like, but sweetheart, you just messaged me first. What are you talking about? I was minding my business. You messaged me first. And then a message came in and was like, I forget what it said, but by the way she worded it, I knew it was his baby mom texting from his phone. She said something, and then it was like, I'll smack you, ho. And I said, oh, I know who this is. This is baby mom. So you said you want to smack me, so do you want to fight? And then as I'm typing my next message, I hit send, and she blocks me from his page. So I'm like, I was going to screenshot everything that he said to me first and what he was saying in between. But when I went back up, he deleted the messages. And you know how on Instagram, if you delete it from your end, it's going to delete from everybody. This motherfucker deleted the messages. Made me look like I was talking to myself. Made me look crazy. Made me look crazy. After that, I got into a relationship with my baby Didi, the boy I'm with now, and I ain't talked to him since. Of course, he just tried even like a few weeks ago. He sent me a friend request. Baby is still not requested. You'll never get back on my friends list, ever. You couldn't pay me enough. I know the story time was all over the place, but I was just trying to give y'all the little red flags and everything like that. I'm probably forgetting some stuff, but I was just trying to give y'all the little red flags of what to look out for to know when you're a side chick, even though I kind of knew. Thank y'all for watching. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, smack the fuck out of the screen wherever that subscribe button is, and you might as well hit the notification bell, because you already know I'm gonna be right back at it like a crack addict. That's on poo. Adios.